Hello YouTube, welcome to a rocker repair panel on a 2004 Cavalier. Thought we'd show you right off. The fuel lines, everything are still good. They're back in here. This is still really solid. Okay. It gets worse as we go. See that? It was not this bad last year. It didn't look that bad. And it all just fell off like last winter. I mean, it was all rusted like this. Like that, and then it just all fell off. But we're gonna put some tin on there. We got some cheapy, it's only 30 gauge tin. I kind of got screwed. I wanted like 26 gauge. Would kind of be like for a gas stove 4-inch pipe, like on a gas water heater. I had to get, the only thing I could get locally was 30 gauge. It's real flimsy. But what we plan on doing is put a piece of tin across here, right, cutting it. And then we'll make our curved piece. That's why we got a 4-inch piece of pipe. You'll see when I show it, because it already has a curve to it. So we'll be able to come down like this. It's not going to look factory. It's going to be sprayed with undercoating when we're done. Up in here, it's pretty good. There's a little rust in the back. I can't open it up right now. There's a little rust inside there, but we'll have it masked off about right here. We're going to spray that bed liner. I shouldn't have said undercoating. We're going to spray bed liner on it. We're going to try spray foam and Bondo. So some of this is going to be open. We'll probably plug this hole with some foil tape. We're going to probably try to spray some spray foam in here. We're not too sure about it. If we get it covered with tin, we'll just go with all tin. Because we all know, I've watched enough videos, it's going to hold water, blah, blah, blah. Well, this is part structural of the car if you look at it. See how this is made? This is structure of the car. Unibody. See that? But this car has 200,000 miles plus another about 250 miles on it. It still runs good. We replaced plenty of parts, CV shafts, bearings, still original motor and tranny, but yes, this is a bad one. We'll get back here. Okay, enough yak. You're going to probably get a lot more pictures of me talking, so this is not a long video. It's not a how-to, it's just for those interested in what I went through to fix this one. Okay, this is how we're going to bend this. This is going to go on the lip of the body, and then this will curve up. It won't be a factory looking rocker, but from a distance you won't be able to tell. We took the screws loose from the top of our table, marked this out. We just used the width of this, which is approximately an inch, with our big yardstick. I got a bigger one over there. Sorry about the fast camera, we want to get this done. Then we're going to bend this up. Wish me luck. I have a couple little blocks of wood, but we're going to bend this up and try to put an angle to it. Wear your gloves and goggles when you're in through all that rust falling. So there's your only safety tip you're going to get. Wear the proper protective gear. Stay tuned, we'll bring you back, show you what it looks like. Okay, we bent it up. Let's take it out and see what it looks like. Okay, this is kind of what we're after. You know, we can fidget this because you got to figure it creased it twice. Just had to go around the half-inch or whatever piece of plywood right here, that little part. This is going to go, you'll see it'll go on part of the body down there. We've got some pre-drilled holes here. We're just going to put metal sheet metal screws. We're not even going to rivet that part. Anywhere we're going to put undercoating, or I say bed liner, we'll use real small rivets. So I said, sorry again if we're yakking too fast, going too fast. We want to get this done. It is hot out here. We get this fit on here for the day. We're probably done for the day on it. It is just so hot and humid. Okay, here's our progress so far. I'm kind of disappointed in this Harbor Freight socket. Just in the magnet, doesn't hold the screws very good. They are a good set. They clip in here, they got the groove on it. You all know what I mean if you've seen them. My impact battery's getting a little low because it's sitting around, but I got the other one charged up. Every vice grip I own, but that's in solid metal. And see where it comes up here? We're going to put little small rivets here. Now we got a bad spot up here, we're just going to barely clear it. We'll get some screws, if I can stretch around here. We'll have some screws about here where it's better metal. See that? Probably a little Bondo, we don't know yet. That bed liner is pretty thick stuff. If I spray it down here a little bit and it looks like it's thick enough, we're just going to spray right over the rivets. Said it's just to make it cosmetic look a little better and keep that stuff from getting up in here in the winter time. This edge is sticking down a little bit. We'll probably bend it over, maybe, or I think we'll just leave it because it looks factory from a distance if somebody looks at it. So we probably won't bend that over. So it hangs down here and it's got a little seam. That's the side I picked for down here. The other side has like little clips and stuff where the pipe clips together. This measured out on this. Like I said, the width of the yardstick inch, so this is like 8 inches. All cut with hand tin snips. My Wiss brand. I'll even take a picture of them tin snips. They're nice, they're old. Like I said, we're gonna pull this up as tight as we can, and we're gonna make this part 1. We'll post this today. Today's Saturday because we still have to make our Sunday in the shop video today. So we're going to house in the air conditioning. Pull our vice grips off so nobody walks off with them. And we'll see you next time.